Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris, here with a review of Justice League number 6. First of all, I want to say excuse the quality on this video. I'm using something else to film because the device I normally use to film is currently gone. Won't be back for another few days. So you'll have to deal with the good old potato quality for the moment, and so I do apologize. I'll try my best post filming to fix it up a little. Although I'm poor, I don't have a lot of resources for that. Anyway, getting off on a tangent. Justice League number 6. If you've been if you have been reading it, and if you've been seeing my reviews, I've definitely been enjoying Snyder's Justice League so far. The previous run has the previous run was a bit of a mix, especially to the end when they had Christopher Priest, and it definitely seemed like we need to drag this out because we have a set date for No Justice, and we're going to stick to that. So it's a bit of a mix, so it's nice to have an actual fun, entertaining Justice League story, and definitely Snyder delivered on this. If I had to fault it, this issue, the cover is fake news. If I remember correctly, in no point do you see any of those three at the mercy of Grodd, or you see Aquaman and Wonder Woman fighting each other. That's what they were doing in the previous couple of issues, fighting each other because they thought they were each other's own nemesis. So Wonder Woman saw Cheetah when it was actually Aquaman, and Aquaman saw Black Manta when it's actually Wonder Woman. None of them really in this issue at the mercy of Grodd. Flash is kind of, but Grodd is leaving at the meantime, so not really at the mercy of Grodd. It's just I don't know what to call it. But anyway, continuing on, all of the Justice League are in. They're all pretty much in trouble. Joker has taken control of Martian Manhunter. Sinestro and the Ultraviolet Corp are attacking the Hall of Justice where Cyborg and John Stewart are in. And Lex has almost gotten the power of the Totality. However, he is stopped by Batman, of course, who conveniently brought a kryptonite ring with him. You know, Batman, the always... I know Superman is my friend, but maybe. Still kind of playing off, you know, the whole Batman needs to be ready just in case, but given the situation, how would Batman know that he would need a kryptonite ring just in case? Like, I do know that's the whole Batman, oh, it could happen, so I'll bring it with me, but up until this point, he didn't think that at any point that Superman would be taken over by something in the mission, but maybe the Ultraviolet Corps, but, you know, that's, considering they went to go to the Totality instead, I don't know why, but, yeah, ignoring that, a nice little banter between him and Lex. Like here, see, as I was saying before, the only one really at the mercy of Grodd is the Flash, who is still trying to resist the Still Force as much as he can, but then Grodd leaves while Cheetah and Black Manta find what they were looking for, the key to the Graveyard of the Gods and the Tear of Extinction, which I assume will play into further Justice League stories throughout the year, because Snyder said he has at least 50 issues worth of stories to for the Justice League either before he decides to leave, they change the creative teams, or just at the moment he has 50 issues worth of stories. And I'm guessing it is because there is a future arc called Drowned Earth, which will focus on Aquaman. So I'm going to assume that one of these items will play a part of it, especially this, which kind of looks like a teardrop, a water drop. So definitely. So Lex decides to get Joker to help. He asks Joker for help. He uses the Martian Manhunter to invade him, but he is attacked by a revived, not really revived, but an awakened Hawk Girl who, being in the presence of the Totality, is affecting her wings. They now have these weird symbols. They're now glowing green instead of the normal steel wings that she usually has. But in the end, Lex is able to stop them, sends all of them back to the Hall of Justice, breaking Batman's legs and leaving them all without, a kind of plan. But of course, they still have a plan. It's the Justice League. We still have several more issues, so of course they're going to win. And they decide to... Barry decides to access the Steel Force somehow. I don't know the reasoning how he could access the Steel Force, considering he has the Speed Force, but considering that in Flash War, Zoom was able to use 3 other different forces apart, the Sage and Strength Force, and I know there was another force. It was only recent. Why is my mind going blank on that? He was able to access different forces, so I'm guessing it's just like, well, if, maybe it's a speedster thing. But it all is leading up to the final issue of this story arc, I believe. Definitely, Justice League number 7 is the end, according to the trades, of this story of the Totality. Definitely liking it so far. I don't know, in my opinion, it seemed almost a little rushed. Especially just this part. It's just like, okay, Barry's going to access this the Steel Force, and John's going to go super fast in the Flash car. I don't know why the Flash needs a car, considering the Flash is the Flash and can run faster than a car, but it's like those old toys where they had like the Flash on a bike, and it's just like, this is obviously for merchandising. It makes no sense. This is just to sell a toy because it has the Flash on it. Because realistically, like I said, he's a speedster. He can run faster than a car or a bike. Removing the need of either of those vehicles, but who am I to complain? But apart from that, I definitely enjoyed this issue. Definitely enjoyed Justice League number 6, all the previous issues. Interested to see how it ends and how Snyder continues forward. I know every few issues, Tynion will take over to do similar to issue number 5, where about the Legion of Doom. Tynion will take over to do a story about the different members. So you had Lex in issue number 5, and then you still have the other members, which the Legion of Doom, I'm assuming, is just going to be a recurring threat to the Justice League. They're not just going to focus on other things. Like I said, there's Drowned Earth coming up, so that will probably be another Legion of Doom story, but with Black Manta as the main focus, because definitely Lex has been the main focus of this story. Everyone else is kind of... all the other villains are second to Lex in this story. It's about him becoming a villain again. So I'd understand that. And that's it for the video. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, leave a comment, check out my Twitter and any of my previous videos, and I will see you all next time.